Good day. Today is Wednesday, October 19th, 2022. I'm looking today at chapter 65 of the Tao Te Ching. We're getting along in our journey through the Tao. There's 81 chapters in the Tao Te Ching. We're at chapter 65. What'll we do when we finish? Live it, I suppose. Chapter 65 says, ordinary and humble, ancient leaders ruled without the need for force. People lived lives of simple pleasure, and the land was blessed. Today the leaders are filled with pomp and bluster and impose their will by force of arms. People live lives of anxious tension, and the land is cursed. Blessing comes only from one who teaches the way all forms and beings express the life of Tao in all they do. Only the one who is content with the simple life can show the way to others. We're still in the section of Lao Tzu's little book where he is giving advice and talking about leadership and his complete disappointment with the way leadership has evolved in his day, 2,500, 2,600 years ago. Some people say that in a so-called democracy that we have the leadership we deserve. I disagree. I don't believe that, because deep in our spirits we deserve so much more, so much better, something entirely transformative and different. But I think it is accurate to say that we have the leadership we want, or have learned to want. If we wanted ordinary and humble wisdom from quiet, centered leaders, we would seek it out and we would implement it. But we have been bamboozled for so long that we actually think we want the pomp and the bluster and the arrogant bullshit. We feed on heroic myths of X-Men and Avengers, on men and women who kick butt and take names. We feed on people and images who don't take shit off nobody. We've lost our way. And in our lostness, we've turned to power and authority rather than to gentleness and wisdom. We honestly think that if we just kick enough butt and take enough names, subdue enough enemies, that somehow we'll finally be able to rest and have what we want, which is what? What is it we're looking for in all this pomp, bluster, and bullshit? Deep down, you're like me. We're all looking for ordinary lives. We want to work and play and love and eat and create beautiful things in peace, don't we? Isn't that longing what's behind the political and economic myths that we serve? The trouble is that we don't see that the myths are empty, and that in truth they lead nowhere. We're afraid of the ordinary, but it's marvelous. The ordinary is everything. The ordinary is what we've lost, and we're trying to find it by extraordinary means. That's why I've abandoned the political process. Sorry, I have. It's time to find something inside myself and inside my community of friends and acquaintances, my smaller communities, that's untapped. Like Lao Tzu, I want us to lead ourselves, supported by the generational wisdom of our elders, our true grandparents and grandmothers, our grandmothers and grandfathers, our wise people. Their wisdom is going to seem ordinary and tame and will be dismissed in our culture of power and arrogance. But deep down in our spirits, we know that that's exactly what we want and need. And from that place, we are free to seek adventures, but our adventures will be for their own sake, not to get us somewhere or fix something or someone. Adventures and creativity will be an ordinary part of life. We'll build and paint and dance and write and craft beautiful things, and we'll be at home in our souls. We have the leadership we want, or rather what we think we want. It's really time to ask ourselves, what do we really want? Where do we turn to find it? And will we do that? I invite us to do that. You're going to have to turn your back on what you think is going to work. And it'll be hard to do because everywhere you'll hear a cacophony of voices telling you that all you have to do is try a little bit harder along the same old path. Get the right, pompous, arrogant leaders in, and everything will be okay. It won't. It's time to look elsewhere, to the ordinary, the humble, the wise. Where? Well, let's look, let's find. And as we continue to walk down this road, I'll see you down the road. Blessings to you.